tamusi Kemona kumasia kago Wakuje tucheze na
Embu County is famously known for its productive farmland, especially for growing coffee, tea and macadamia nuts. Mtaa iko na rich soils, rolling hills na a hard-working community that depends heavily on agriculture. Lakini just like any other county, hii iko na challenges zake kibao. Sababu climate change is slowly flipping the script. Mvua ilikuwa regular, lakini sasa imekuwa unpredictable na kumekuwa na poor harvest. Lakini hiyo story kuna young climate change warriors wenye wanajikaza kumitigate hizi effects in different ways. Hii mtaa Embu. In this episode, we meet Masi Mungu. As a director of climate change huku Embu, ako in charge of any climate action project hii mtaa. Wako na millions set aside kila mwaka for young people, so as to deal with all the mitigation and adaptation actions kwa hii mtaa Embu.
My name is Grace. I do hydroponic farming huku Mbere North, na hii ni Earthwise Mtaani.
Watu wa Earthwise Mtaani, karibuni sana. Leo niko Embu na niko hapa na Masi, Director of Climate Change hapa Embu County
014.
Karibu sana. Thank you very much. Okay, please, kwa watu wa mtaani na watu probably hawakujua, like you to introduce yourself. Tuambie what you do in effort of climate change.
Yeah, my name is Masi Mungu, the Director Climate Change, Embu County. Yes, so here I'm in charge of the department, or what we call the climate change unit, where of course we are more involved in coordinating all the activities, all the climate change actions, projects and programs that are being undertaken within the county through the support of our dear Excellency, Madam Cicely Badide, who has really been very supportive, and she's very passionate about the issues of climate change and environmental issues. So that is what I do here. And currently in the department we are running quite a number of programs, and especially youth-led programs, and also other programs. Maybe I will start with the other programs before I go to the youth-led programs. Basically, all of you have heard about FLOCA. Yeah, we are running a program called FLOCA. FLOCA, for our listeners or those who are watching us, stands for Financing Locally Led Climate Action. That is a program that is being run around the 45 counties. Basically dealing with all the mitigation and adaptation actions that counties are undertaking. So that one is funded by World Bank and also jointly funded by the county government. So it's a co-funded program that we are undertaking. Of course, it's more locally led. That's why we call it locally led, meaning that most of the activities are focused on Mashinani, the communities. Basically, they actually generated from Mashinani. It is the communities who basically decide their actions. So it is more participative or community initiative. Then at the county government here, through the actions or through the efforts of our governor, we were able to get funding by Blue Bank Philanthropists.
Please tell me more about it.
Yes, Blue Bank Philanthropists is was approached by our governor during the COP28 in Dubai. And they have been able to fund youth-led initiatives. Basically, we are funding only youth-led groups. That is symbios. We're talking about self-help groups just for young people.
Here in Embu.
Yes, here in Embu. Or any from others, but who are doing activities in Embu. Yes. And we are focusing on only those groups that are only focusing on climate actions or climate and environmental innovations. And let me tell you, these young people can surprise you. So we just
how creative they are, right?
How creative they can be in these areas. And I'm sure when you go to the field, you're going to see some of the things that the young people have done, because this program started last year. We had a call for funding. Like we just closed a call on 30th of March where we had requested them to do an application, and they have really applied. The groups have applied. Actually, we are now in the process of doing analysis. Yes.
So when they're applying, what criteria do they, you guys use?
What happens when we had given when you do the call, we had of course put the criteria. Of course, you must have a registered youth group or a self-help group. It must be youth-led.
Our youth wanafaa kuwa ngapi? Ndio at least.
We look at a group of between 4, 12 and even no maximum.
Okay.
But at least we look at a group that is manageable. So number one, you must be currently engaged, or you must be engaged in climate actions or environmental actions. So you're not just forming for the purpose of the funding, but it's something you're doing.
Something you've been doing.
You can also partner
because of it.
Yes, you can also partner with institutions like Embu University. We've seen a group from Embu University applying to do something, so that one is also allowed. It can also be a partnership, so long as there's a youth land initiative, which is also acceptable. So when we are vetting now, we look at we normally have a committee that sit down to vet these groups. You can be able to tell people who have an idea, tell us your previous initiatives.
Watu wanajua mambo ya watu mtaani.
Mazuri tajua wazee wanajua mtaani wenye wanacheza. Sio wanajua kuna stories za jaba. So we are able to
kuna stories za jaba.
So we are able to tell that once we vet, we're able now to narrow down to a specific number of groups. And we give up to around between 130,000 to up to 500,000 depending on what you're looking for.
Do you wakikuja, for example, do you look at how do you account, for example, wametumiaje?
Basically what we require them to do, we take them through a training. So when they're applying, when they qualify for the money, we require them now to do a work plan. So this money is now dispersed as per the work plan. So if you tell us our first initiative, for example, you're doing a nursery, you tell us the first one will be bush clearing and labor, it will cost 50,000, we give you a check of 50,000. Then when you do that, now we come, we inspect, then the second time now you come
also
and tell us.
We inspect, muangalie venye
yes, then we disperse the second one.
That's good. Kuliko kuachilia wanafanya.
Ukiwapatia 500,000, 200,000, what else they will not be able to do. So last time we dispersed into 2 times. That we gave the first half, then the second half. But this time we are planning to be more performance oriented. You deliver, we give you a check. You deliver like that, so that we're able to just make sure they deliver. And let me tell you, last time they did quite some wonderful things. We had some youth who are doing recycling. We had youth who are doing composting. We had youth who are doing hydroponics. You've heard about hydroponics?
Yes, I have.
Maybe you could tell the.
Nitakuja by the way, tunataka mtupeleke huko. Tuone hizi projects tuangalie, tuweze ku-encourage watu.
Exactly. Others were doing briquettes. I mean, it was really actually you could see the funding was the limit, meaning that some of these is they got more, they can still actually do more. So we're also planning to focus on the success stories, and those who are successful, we make sure that they also qualify for the second one. So we are going to also consider that. So last time we funded 27 groups. This time we might fund as we might go up to around 50 something or 60.
So the more you go, the more money funding in other.
We got 6.5 last time.
Yes.
And because so impressed by our reports and we gave the outcome, they saw what the youths had done.
Yes.
Then we got 13. Yeah, so this time we're dispersing a whole 13 to the young people, purely to their groups.
Yes. Wadau, mmesikia story ya Masi? Masi anasema kama by the way mmeshikana, si wewe peke yako, mkishikana watu 4 to 12, right? Mtapata budget, hii budget watakuja kuinspect, alafu from there mtaanza kuanzisha hizo climate projects huko mtaani.
We ask people to stay close to us, at least register the group. Make sure you have something, you're working on something. And other than that, we also have other initiatives under FLOCA where we can also support the youth. So let them keep coming to us and talking to us so that we can tell them. We can come visit them, see what they're doing. Like those who are doing nurseries, we're able to support them. Something we keep on buying some of these seedlings. So it's not just about this only. Under FLOCA, we also are going to have a youth component where we're going to be supporting the activities. So we're asking youth out there, if there are any initiatives they're doing, please get to us. We come visit and we see how we can also support you through our existing FLOCA projects.
Cool.
Yes, it is still.
So Masi, niambie, what is the favorite project and ilifanya ukafeel our youth sana?
Hydroponics. Those to hanging gardens. I had not seen that before. So it was really amazing. I think that was my favorite. And it really stood out that the group was very, very committed.
Aya, so tumemalizana hapa na Masi, so tutakuja kuona hizo project na tuone Kenya my young people wanna do in support of climate change. Patane.
Thank you so much for coming. My name is Grace Joy Gakir. I usually work in Bere North, Embu County at Kanyongora. I usually work with the Machi Foundation as the project lead. And I'm here with the hydroponic farming, innovation, agricultural farming method here for young people who have been able to come up together so that we can do hydroponic farming here in Bere North. First, I'll begin by explaining what is hydroponic farming. Hydroponic farming is growing of crops without the use of soil. And people will ask me, hi, how comes you don't use soil? In hydroponic farming, we use some gradient stones, zinaitwa pumice, and then also in our water, we normally put in some nutrients, that is water-based nutrients that we normally add into our water so that we can be able to come up with vegetables from the hydroponic farming. Yeah, we have measured into vegetables. We normally have we've had broccoli, we've had terere, managu, also spinach, and the kales themselves. And then it's very interesting that you find that not just vegetables alone can grow in a hydroponic farming.
Yeah.
You can also grow something like a passion fruit, and any other farming that doesn't require a lot of heavy input. Hydroponic farming, it has been a dream that has been in my mind. It began very interestingly because I was sharing a clip with a colleague of mine in TikTok. I see it in TikTok, and I was very curious. I really wanted to see what it is and what are they doing, And then, fortunately or unfortunately, Embu County government brought in the applications for the White House funding for climate change. And that is where I told myself, Grace, you have to get out of your sitting position, because I think this is a new idea that has never been in Embu County again. Yeah. Having this and taking it from a climatical change condition, you can be able to apply for the funding and maybe start it from there. And so it is there that I did my application. And then our group, as the Kanyombora Inoa group, we were awarded 180,000 Kenyan shillings to begin our hydroponic farming.
Yeah.
When it comes to matters of climate change, you realize that, let me be specifically here in Mbeere North, because climate change has really affected agricultural production here due to the unpredictable rainfall patterns.
Yeah.
And then we have also realized again, the soils here in Mbeere North have really had a loss in productivity because of the nutrients. In Mbeere North, hapo kitambo, you'd see them, they were growing tobacco. And the tobacco is the one that led to decreased nutrients of the soil in our farms.
Yeah.
And so we thought of what can we do for us to increase our productivity as farmers, as young people, especially because the future is at our hands.
Yeah.
That is why now we saw that if you can do the farming without the use of soil, that means you are going to take care of our environment as well, because they're not going to interfere with our soil. Plastic materials are one of the materials that really affect our climate and our environment. So instead of burning all these things and instead of disposing them everywhere you go, you normally go pick them and then do the recycling. This is not just with the pipes alone. You can also use jerry cans back at home, mitungi yenye unabebea nayo maji. This kind of farming for the environment, let us talk of in urban areas. Look at a scenario where we have one tower in a beacon within an urban center.
Okay.
These plants are going to absorb the carbon emissions that are being emitted in the industries within the urban centers.
Yes.
So they are going to help us in absorbing the carbon emissions within our environment, especially in urban centers. One of the challenges is the financial challenge, because you realize that without having a big capital to begin it, then it is not possible for you to implement this kind of farming.
Yeah.
Because number one, you need these materials, and the materials themselves, you will have to put a lot of effort into them, especially by drilling these holes and getting people to supply them for you.
Yeah.
And then you'll also have to buy nutrients every time. This is like the way you normally see farmers doing fertilizers, they normally go buy wanaeka mara moja. But in our case, we have to keep filling them in our tank each and every time for the plant to survive. And that means if we don't have one nutrient, then the possibility of that plant to thrive, it is very low. So you have to have the 3 nutrients for the plant to do what? To survive. Yeah. So that is one of the biggest challenges you normally have.
Right.
And then another challenge we normally have, it's during the rainy seasons. Because you find kunapata kunanyesha and the rainwater doesn't have the nutrients that you normally have. Unapata, there is this turning, the plants begin turning yellow. You can see zimeza kuturn hapa, they begin turning yellow.
Yeah.
And then also I think due to the acidity in the rains, here it begins tearing our
plants.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of the biggest challenge we have in rainy seasons.
One of the advantages, we normally take it from the disadvantage for people in Better North. It's because this place is a very hot place. There's a lot of sunlight. And you realize that hydroponic farming does well where there is a lot of sunlight than even in cold places. Kumaanisha huku Embu, watu wenye tuko huku chini, watu Mbere, they will do better than watu wenye wako the upper part of Embu. Yeah, that is another challenge we normally have, but still take it as an advantage.
Yeah.
Let me say that I would like to call especially the young people in the society that you need to wake up and go back to the smart agricultural moves for farming. This is because you realize that the world is going digital. We are no longer in the world that was there many years ago. As time is going by, we need to see young people going innovative. We need to see young people doing things that have not been done before. And this is because you as young people, you have the capability to do that. Then also, why don't you get involved in hydroponic farming? Because in hydroponic farming, you're going to learn new skills. Hydroponic farming is going to create job opportunities for you. Hydroponic farming is going to create networks for you. Like for example, in our case, we have had a lot of networkings even from people within outside Kenya, like the Germany people. We've been having them here, and they really want to support our project by introducing farm kits even in schools. Right now, I'm so happy that our country, Kenya, is having the competency-based curriculum movement, the CBC. And that is why you're seeing that I'm calling young people to go for that, because the CBC needs the practical bit of agriculture. And these students in grade 8 and grade 9, these are the people who we need them to come here and do this kind of farming. So young people, take up your notes, take up your courage and go for hydroponic farming. Those of us who have farms at home, it is very interesting that you get into hydroponic farming. And because imagine if you have 1 acre of land, how many towers are you going to have in that 1 acre of yours? That means you'll have a very huge production of the vegetables that you are having. At the same time, as a farmer with a big farm at home, you'll find yourself that you are in a position of going digital. Because now they are at home, people have the notion of, you have to go, unashikana na hiyo mchanga again. It will not be that enticing to the current world that we are in. So as a farmer in the village, go for hydroponic farming because it will go beyond a village step. The other thing, as farmers, why you can also get into hydroponic farming, you realize that the cases we are having of soil-borne diseases in plants, this case will not be determined in our hydroponic farming because they're not going to use any kind of soil. And then again, there will be reduced soil erosion cases, especially because people who grow vegetables wanafanyanga uko chini ya mito kabisa. So there's a lot of soil erosion that is happening there. As a farmer, let us also try to go for hydroponics so that we can be able to take care of our environment, of our rivers and everything that is related to the environment. Yeah.
Niaje wasi. Kwa hiyo episode ya leo ya Earthwise Mtaani imekuwa very informative. Umekuwa na demo inaitwa Gracie hapa hivi. Amenifunza more about hydroponics. Things I didn't know. Also things I knew nimeget to understand better. Na pia huko nyumbani unafaa ujue that ukikuwa na hizi tower, kutengeneza hydroponic towers, unaweza zeka kwa balcony, unaweza zeka kwa rooftop, au need shamba, au need hizo vitu zote. And actually, Gracie mkulima wa hizi hydroponics amesema ni ukweli that ukiplant na hii hydroponics sukuma na hydroponics they are sweeter than zile upande kwa soil. They are sweeter and softer. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an episode from Better North, upande ya Embu. And this is Earthwise Mtaani. Until next time, have a good one.